بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين. As a person, we're trying to understand ourselves, who we are as a person. In order to do that, in order to discover ourselves, detect our inner value, we must focus primarily on the one principal things. And that principal things is who we are and who we are as a person and why we are. Why we given this a fantastic and magnificent opportunity to live in this earth. Compare yourself to non-existence. In the first instance, compare yourself to non-existence. There are many people, many non-existents wanted to be in your shoes, but they are not here now. But they are not exist to enjoy their livelihood. And in the long term, compare yourself with animals, because we've got a common ground. We've got a common participation. In terms of life, animal has given a life and we human being given a life. We are both has a common ground in terms of life. You are a life creature as well as that a human being a life creature. So in a two sense, we are better, much performer than the first instance, which is a non-existence. And the second one is we are better performer than animals. Because of what? Because of intellectual. Because of our intellectual geniusity. Because of our intellectual perfection. What does that mean? Intellectual perfection. Intellectual perfection means human being naturally has got a perfect, natural, perfect and natural understanding of that things. But while they are in processing of living their livelihood, they are ruining that. Primarily, we must think who we are and why we are living this earth. It means by all means we must detect ourselves. By enlarge, ambiguously, we must find ourselves. Once we find ourselves and knows what's the purpose of life and navigate all the reason behind it, then we will get a mindset. Our mind will be settled. Because once you're searching for the truth to know the purpose of life, once you're searching to know for the purpose of life, then it will automatically, your minds will goes automatically to search for the reasoning of life. And then even after that, after you pave the purpose of life and then pave the reason of life, you will reach that stage in the certain point that you can figure out, where you can visualize, where you can see the true fact of reality. And by that stage, you will detect yourself, you will understand who you are as a person, who you are as a human being. Let me be clear about that precisely. Let me interpret the word of humanity, human being. Human being is entirely a unique, a highly experimented, largely, massively evaluated, appreciated, dignified, obtained so much volume, within their realization and contribution. It means all depends on their realization and contribution. So a human being is naturally dignified. Through what? Through realization and contribution. If you attribute this dignity within your contribution, it means you contribute yourself to someone you belong to. Don't be so selfish to stick to yourself. Spread yourself, absorb yourself. Burn yourself into giver. Dissolve yourself into giver. Dissolve yourself truly. As the sugar dissolve into water. As the sugar dissolve into water, giver very tasty. Everyone wants to drink that water. Once you dissolve, wants to dissolve into moral standard. Once you dissolve yourself, once you absorb yourself in the heavenly life, once you dissolve yourself into your faith, in your belief, once you dissolve yourself in the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty, then you will reach that point, that certain point, that you can detect yourself. and find yourself. By detecting yourself, you will detect the truth, the fact and the matter, and the reality beyond this life. So it is extremely important as a human being that we must understand ourselves, detect ourselves, find who we are. In order to do that, we must reach, we must step in a certain point that we can see truly the matter of the fact, and realize our contribution to the morality and realize our understanding to our world and many world which is beyond this. So think about it and think about it and research it and read it. Then you will enjoy, I will understand, and will explore who you are as a person. Do not be upset and do not be despair. Just find yourself.